Greetings all, Vanna here for the Earth Signs weekend message. I am so proud of everything that you have done on your dream, on your work, on what you thought you would never receive, because it is coming in dividends. And I'm not just repeating what I've heard myself, it has come out in your own cards. Like the work, the investments that I was just hearing about. The World card has come out for you. It is all coming in your circle, in your ring, because you have done so much. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A beautiful divine connection, balancing between divine masculine and feminine, which were two cards that came up during the pre-shuffle. They're not part of the message, but it came up during the pre-shuffle. And I'm aware that my energy is a little different from how it normally is, but I am just like so fucking happy right now for your energy, for my energy. And this is all divine, my love. My earth signs, the crown chakra is coming in. The very top of our main 7 energy points, that is where spirit pours onto you. The blessings of inspiration, divine love, guidance, support. Every angel, guardian, divine being, an ancestor that has walked with you, that has watched over you, protected you, heard your prayers. They are pouring onto you all that you have poured out. And the discernment that comes through, especially for Virgo, is very important, because when all of this comes in, when you receive all of these blessings, there will always be a warning of people who would try to take from you. Doppelgangers was the word that I was just hearing, but also shadows, false friends, people from your past watching your online presence, people from around you that don't want your happiness, watching you from their own sad place, because that is where they're sitting, watching you grow, watching you thrive. And people may reach out with ill intent. People may come at you with this new success and say, you know, we can work together. I run into this all the time as a small business owner. People coming in my comments saying, you know, follow me back and we'll discuss all these media strategies. And it's bots or scammers. And the discernment right now is coming in, reminding you to listen to your gut instincts. And again, that goes back to the crown chakra. Spirit is speaking to you, and they will help you work through what I'm sure can be a very overwhelming time, because when you suddenly go from dreaming to actualizing and living, it can be very jarring, because that is a very different energy. The compassion that you are carrying in right now with the Capricorn energy is given to yourself for all the work that you have done to get to this point, but also compassion to spirit. Have gratitude in this moment for everything, every beautiful blessing that you have, especially after Hurricane Helene. My family was out of power for 5 days when it hit, because I live in the upstate of South Carolina, but people 2 hours away from me in Asheville, North Carolina, are not in the same place. And so the energy of gratitude right now is especially powerful, because there is so much to be fearful of. You have Jupiter energy that has come out for you, which is the planet of prosperity and expansion. This is already following in your message of that work that you have done, the energy that you have poured out, dumped out, spent. It is coming in. It has not been a waste, my love. You are not out here starving without love, without support, without aid. Libra has come out, and that is a reminder of this 2 of Cups that came out in the bottom of the deck. That balance that you were working for, that balance that you were hoping to achieve. This comes back to the non-duality concept that keeps coming up in my life. I am a spiritualist, so I can't engage with drinking or parties or things like that. Or, you know, I'm really into video games and I am a banker. I can't really be a spiritualist because they detach themselves from money. No. Non-duality is recognizing the validity of both those parts in your life. You can recognize that money does not have value, but is needed in this world, and you can remove your energy of lack with money, and you will never feel like you are poor again. It's more complicated than that, but that's the base concept of it. And similarly, you can be a spiritualist and engage with parties, clubbings, and drinkings. I personally am 2 years sober, and that is a personal choice that I made for my health. But that isn't to say that I will shame someone that is a spiritualist for drinking. I will just remove myself from the situation because I do not want to be around it. Sorry, that was my Discord. But that does bring up a point of communication and how that is so important, because the communication that you're having, not just with yourself, your higher self, but with other people, is part of that energy that you have been putting out. Justice is Coming is a wonderful soft heartening, because there was a reason you fought so hard for what you are getting the rewards of, what you were fighting for, what you were standing up for. At some point in your life, there was a moment where we all felt small. We all felt weak, powerless, and unheard. And those of us who are brave enough to make those changes, to face that fear and anxiety and say, you are mine, but you do not control me, that is an incredible power of yours. Forgive. The justice is coming to those people that hurt you. Those people that are watching you from their sad seats, they are getting theirs. You forgive their pettiness. You forgive their hurt egos because they're blind. You can't be mad at a blind person for not seeing. And that's honestly the way it is spiritually. There are some people who are not able to see you where you're at in your life. There are some people who will shy away from your authenticity because it's too bright for them, because you reflect in themselves what they have ignored, what they have tried to fight. But don't let them make you doubt your worth. You are an incredible force upon this earth. The bottom of the deck for the pre-shuffles was the Coherence card. It supports our ability to harmonize with the frequency of the heart and the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Absolutely. This is what you have been working on. This is what you have been fostering and nurturing, that balancing act. Bridging the heart and mind, saying yes, this is what we want logically, but does this fill our passion? Well, we can't always fill our life and store in our fridge off of passion, but how can we? What can we do? My love for myself and my love for my passion is strong enough to figure out a way to make this work for me, to make my life this. And that is what it is to live in a soul shine. To do anything and everything that makes you happy simply because it makes you happy, for no other reason than it feels good to feel good. I'm going to pull again from the tarot. Thank you. Yes, Six of Swords. You are swimming away from a very bad situation, and it's one that's taken a long time to get out of, it seems. One that made you feel powerless at times, with the Hierophant in reverse. But focus and determination has held you. Your faith has held you. You never gave up on that dream, on that world that you created, and it has been a dark and long journey, but you are making it through on the other side, a better, brighter, stronger person. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. There is very quick movement on this idea. There is very quick movement on this passion, because the work that you have done is finally being seen by those who can recognize your skill. Pardon. Especially with the 5 coming out here at the with the dice. You have so much change coming in. You have so much shifting that the discernment is very much going to be needed, because your world is going to look entirely different. You're not going to know exactly which way is up. And that is why it's going to be so important for you to listen to yourself. When you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, when something feels right and when something feels wrong. It is your key and guiding star right now, my love. Have a beautiful day, my fellow Earth signs.